Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in Lviv, Ukraine. I want to exit from this country, even so I born here, but I live in the United States. So my dear young Americans, let me show you how to create your resume online using ChatGPT and also using Google search. So and apply for jobs and school afterwards. Let's go over this video, but be careful, my video are hacked, Russian speaking in Ukrainians, probably hackers, because of the war and other reasons, hacking my account. They changing my appearance, like physical appearance of my facial expressions, and of course my voice. They adding some weird accented stuff to my voice, to my speech. So be careful, stick to the message, and let's go over the video. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, and let me introduce you to few tips for powerful resume for young teenagers, for young Americans. My dear children, Americans, you can use ChatGPT to create your resume. For example, here you can see chat.openai.com. I just typed what are the keys for creating powerful resume for young Americans, and here was the response to my query. It says, if you can see it here, creating a powerful resume for young Americans or teenagers involves highlighting relevant skills and experiences. Key tips include as following: the objective or summary. So basically, you briefly state your career goals or summarize your skills. Those can be, for example, you would say, I am looking to gain experience for my future career, and you put here your contact information, your phone number, your email, and next you describe your education, your school you are attending, or those that you graduate with. If you postpone your education and you currently are not at school, you just say, I'm not at school at the present time. So my dear children, young Americans, don't get discouraged, but pray and remember that God always with you. Now you put here your relevant skills, so you put here related to your job skills. For example, you are very good restaurateur. You know how to wash dishes, to serve the tables, and you put here your work experience, extracurricular activities. For example, if you were attending some kind of sports events in your school, you have to put it here, even if you were a fan of your school team. So achievements and awards, if you, for example, have California award for the good knowledge of high school material. I forgot the name of that diploma you are normally receiving in California, and so you have to state that as well. You also need to add references So you optionally mention that references are available upon request. So I'll add some sample of the resume. So young Americans don't get discouraged, but search online for proper jobs for American citizens, and let's God bless you, young Americans, and God bless. So young Americans, here is the resume sections. You can hear those are objective and summary, contact information, education, relevant skills, and now we're gonna go over this. We will apply. I'll show you how to use Webster Dictionary. Webster Dictionary to analyze books, and here is few samples of resume for young Americans. You can find it in Harvard Review. Young Americans, when you build your resume according to resumes and cover letter, extension school resource of Harvard University, you need to learn action verbs as follows. You can see here leadership can be described with such words as accomplished, achieved, and so on. And you can see here communication, research, technical. So you need to go over these words, so to use them in your resume creation. You can see if you need to stop and pause and write it down, you can do this. And now we're gonna go over the sample resume. For example, here you start your resume, you just type on the top resume, and sometimes in the public library you have people who can help you to fill up your resume. So just ask librarian to help you out. So you can see here, you write your education, you put your high school or university you attended, and you put your... So my dear children, you can see here in your education section you are using info about your school. You are putting it here, like for example, like college, university, or school you are attending, and you put there, like for example, if you're in high school, you write Los Angeles High School, for example, and so on. Awards you received, then. And if you have any technical skills, for example, you know how to fix something, or while you've been working somewhere, you got some skills to write a code as a programmer. For example, like you learn those languages like Java, C++, or if you even worked in warehouse or you did some web development, you can definitely put it on your resume. You describe your skills. It can be not only technical skills. You can write, you can be something like I was a good employee in McDonald's. I learned great customer service skills, and ask librarian to help you with to fill out your resume. Then you go over the professional experience. And now if you have this professional experience section on your resume, you make sure you put for example, like this person here, they put like that they have that they led a team of people of 6. If you wasn't a manager, You can actually write exactly what were you doing using this template. Experience, for example, like in this case, rent corporate investment banking. You can write, for example, you worked for the bank. Actually, it's a good idea for you to go all over your city and apply for every bank as a for teller position or any position open in your town. And for example, here you can hear. In here you can hear sample resume number 2. So you write like PC engineering information. You go here. This resume first. You can see resume can be structured a different way here. For example, what you do, you put your work experience first, and then your certifications. And you don't even put your education there. So you see, so your resume, the way you build your resume, you can fit it to your job, to the job you are applying for. And for example, here, this resume here, sample resume, for example, this person, she put her education first, and then she put her professional experiences in Mexico. And then it's very important if you need to be, you need to have some kind of volunteer experience. For that reason, go online and type volunteers in my area, and it's gonna give you a list of the organization where you can be volunteer. But the best place for you to volunteer is, of course, a hospital and a court. So my dear children, young Americans, be wary that my voice is hacked and changed here. If you remember the way I spoke to you, I understand that it's computer modified voices can be used to smear your reputation, so do not get scared, do not be afraid, but learn how technical means can actually help you or attack you. So don't get intimidated by the events which is very sudden, and that could be very weird. To your local court or hospital and say, I want to be a volunteer there. Run to your city hall, become a volunteer for the election campaigns, or volunteer for the Democratic or Republican, the Democrats or Republicans for the elections. All of it, you look for it online, you Google it, for example, or you chat GPT it. You just type, how can I become a volunteer in California, and so on. So we're gonna go over one more resume here. For example, this one, you can see here, first section is education, then next section here is professional experience. Like you can hear here, professional experience, and where this person states here how his experiences and technical expertise and additional. So my dear children, if you are in danger or if you are with people who are really aggressive or manipulative towards you, you have to report it on a hotline. There is a hotline for kidnapped or abused young Americans and teenagers. You just go on Google or ChatGPT and type there, how can I report abuse on hotline of FBI has a hotlines. Federal Bureau of Investigation have a hotlines where you can report a crime or report any type of abuse against you. So my dear children, stay safe. And if you need an advice, always run to the lawyers. There are plenty of law offices. When write down your question, like take a piece of paper so you can actually structure your request or your request for information properly. So you write it down, like I wanna ask this and that. And when you see a lawyer or a lawyer assistant, you can just hand it to them, and they will direct you, tell you what to do next. And tell them, if you don't have money, say I'm really in difficult situation. If you can give me one consultation free, or it's called pro bono consultation. Ask them, can I have like one pro bono? So my friends, be careful with voice imitators, because they really can harm your perception of reality. When people doesn't have an accent, suddenly you're listening your video and they do have an accent. So don't be dismayed by that. Understand there are technical means to smear someone's reputation by adding or removing accents. So you can always ask for pro bono consultation, as I said it, and don't be afraid, but trust God, and at the end God will always prevail, and have faith. No consultation, so do not be afraid of lawyers, but run and ask for an advice always. So let's continue my lecture here, and next one we're gonna proceed. I'll show you how you use online dictionary for reading books and for actually applying for jobs or studying at school. So next one we'll proceed with how to use Merriam-Webster dictionaries. So my friends, let me show you how to use vocabularies when you have some PDF files and you need to have a vocabulary so to explain some expressions. That's the way you do it. Proper way of using vocabularies, and especially when you are have online vocabulary. So what we're gonna do here, I have To Kill the Mockingbird book by Harper Lee in front of me. So my friends, yeah, don't afraid, don't be scared, though don't be stopped. And here is To Kill a Mockingbird, and we're gonna go over it. So to find the words that need to be translated or explained. And I'm gonna point to some expression or words, and we're gonna quickly transfer them into the or rather I would pick up nudging. So we're gonna go to the vocabulary dictionary. So you can see here, we found, we take the word or expression, we put it into the dictionary, and sometimes you can use dictionary, sometimes you can use thesaurus, and you'll see what's gonna give us. Accent, and they don't. And in case of here, you can see they can control. So in this case, we couldn't find I couldn't find the exact match, but if you would spend some time, you would find it. And let's see what I found. But that's why you utilize dictionaries to understand your books that you are reading. You have to accumulate lots of vocabulary as a young man, a woman of United States. So use the vocabulary. Like in this case, it's a Merriam-Webster the dictionary or thesaurus. You can use it online. You can get a hard copy in the library or buy it at bookstore. Checking my video, so you can see here nagging, but it's not what we are looking for. For example, it's so persistently annoying, but we were searching for this one. So unfortunately it's not in dictionary, so we're gonna go back to the text and see if we can understand, or we'll find another word so we can so I can show you how to use your dictionary and vocabulary while you read on your computer. So let me find some good word or expression. Just a second. For example, we'll find like for instance, accustomed. So we're gonna go back to the vocabulary and we type there accustomed. And we see here it's so often use or practiced, we use it as customary conditions or being in the habit or custom. So you see, my friends, it's easy, young Americans. You can download your books and you have Merriam-Webster dictionary, and you can switch between those two, and that's how you read. If you have a paper book, you can open either you can take from the library actual dictionary, or you can use thesaurus, and if you have your dictionary, your book dictionary, and your actual physical book, you can use both, or you can substitute it with on your computer if you download either book or dictionary or both. So don't get scared of Ukrainians and Russian gang members and the mafia, and remember that they do interfere in American way of life. They have different customs, different traditions. So Americans stick to your core values, Judeo-Christian values, and educate Russian and Ukrainians, brings them to a good Bible-based Christian church if they would like to do this. And so God bless, and God bless United States. So follow me on my channel, and I'll come back with you with next lectures.